slim, trim, and tall.
Consent is not even a concept.
Feminism is changing for worse.
It has become like a 8-window screen on Arnab Goswami's channel.
When I read the news, I feel very unsafe.
I just have to keep my guard up all the time.
As a woman, I've definitely been held to unfairly higher standards.
It's really sad to say, but I don't see any end to it.
Gentle, shy, homey, गोरी चिट्टी, एकदम गाय. The world has changed, but हम अभी भी दुनिया क्या बोलेगी इस पे अटके हैं. Well, दुनिया तो बोलेगी, but जिसके बारे में बोल रही है वो दुनिया के बारे में क्या सोचते हैं आइए जानते हैं. This Women's Day, we talk to 7 independent women to know how they perceive this world.
Hi, I'm Tabanjana and I'm a social media manager.
Hi, my name is Sonali Bindra.
Niharika Singh.
Hi, I am Shupra and I am a journalist.
This is Jasharika Sachdeva and I work for digital marketing for an insurance company in Gurgaon.
I am Kaushal. I'm a work in progress human being.
My name is Shreya. I'm 23 and I'm a writer, actor, musician, photographer, and student.
Every person has a different definition of femininity. But is there someone who meets all these criteria? Let's find out.
On the scale of 1 to 10, how feminine are you as per the societal standards?
On a good day, I'm probably a solid 6.
6.
I would rate myself a 7.
6, maybe I'm a 6.
I think 4 to 8.
I would say 6.
I think I'm a 5 on 10 because, in the words of a very famous matchmaker, I am not slim, trim, and tall.
Throughout my school and college, I was labeled a tomboy.
I've heard from tomboy to uptight.
My family, especially women in my family, never left a chance to remind me how I needed to be more feminine than I am.
As per a study, women face issues like lack of confidence, self-esteem and comfort when in men's company. While of course in urban scenarios that's not the case, or is it?
How comfortable are you in men's company?
The way we have been raised from a co-ed school to a co-ed college.
I'm comfortable if I know them beforehand.
Majority of my friends are men, so I am very comfortable with them.
I am comfortable in their company as long as they don't do anything to make me feel uncomfortable.
Be it my friends or family or colleagues whom I work with, I feel very safe and protected in their company, but I cannot say the same for a general public.
I just have to keep my guard up all the time because I'm, at the back of my mind, I'm constantly worried. I'm constantly questioning the person's intentions.
How can we talk about females and not include feminism? Oh wait, before you drop out, hear this.
All genders should have equal rights and opportunities. Simple.
And now,
Your thoughts on feminism?
Feminism is not about hating men.
The world is debating on it like anything. It has become like a 8-window screen on Arnab Goswami's channel and everyone is just going all about it.
It is a really important tool, but then it is also very frequently misunderstood, misused and abused. A few people have made it a stigma and they have changed the concept entirely, and feminism is changing for worse.
Why we are creating extensions of it, including pseudo-feminism and whatnot.
I identify as a feminist and I am very grateful for how much they fought for the rights we enjoy today.
Cherishing the preciousness of each life is very important.
every 20 minutes a woman is raped in this country. Every 5 minutes a woman receives assault threats. And every minute one or the other woman in this country is told to behave in public. क्योंकि हमारी इज्जत हमारे हाथ में है ना?
In public places, how often do you feel unsafe and why?
Quite often, to be very honest, all the time, irrespective of whether it's day or night.
Always.
It actually kind of depends on if the place is densely populated at that time or what time of the day it is.
Firstly, I live in Delhi, not the safest place to live in.
If I see someone who has been staring at me for very long, it makes me very uncomfortable.
The only thing which makes me uncomfortable is the look on the people's face, how they stare, especially when I'm wearing short clothes.
If I'm in a cab or an auto, I am always monitoring my driver's movements.
If it is during the night time and if I'm standing alone outside waiting for a cab, yes, pretty uncomfortable since we don't know in today's environment whom to trust or whom to not.
There has been a lot of times when I'm traveling very late in the night because of work and what not, but it has been very different and difficult for female especially.
Men often complain about the separate coach that women get in the metro. But sir, They do, because we can never differentiate between a creep and a genuine man.
Have you ever been Eve teased or groped in public?
Yes, both.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes, I have, and it was a pretty awful experience.
Yes, I have been Eve teased, and I think a lot of us can sort of relate to it and would have experienced it.
Eve teasing is very common. It's really sad to say, but I don't see any end to it.
There have been instances when I think people have tried to misbehave, but I think the way I have handled them is something that has made all the difference.
During my college, I used to take the bus to travel from, for conveyance. That's when it happened the most.
I was like very young when that happened.
Every woman in her life has gone through that. Groping, and not just once but multiple times. This happens with every woman, at least I have met or I'm friends with or I've heard stories of.
In every Indian household, there are curfews on girls. Period. You know it, so don't try and deny it. But there's a reason to that. We just talked about safety. Come on.
Have you ever been conditioned to say a curfew or an opinion by your family just because girls don't behave like that?
Yes, I had curfew.
Thankfully, never, because my family is really, really liberal.
Yeah, more than I can count, but I always rebelled against that.
A big no.
Would have happened somewhere down in during my childhood, and that too out of pure concern of my parents, towards their kid. However, otherwise they are very open-minded. I share a great bond with them. We discuss pretty much everything and anything.
So for the longest period, I used to think that it's a uniform curfew for me and my brother. But over time, I realized that once my brother got into college, the curfew was lifted for him, which was not the case for me because obviously I'm a girl.
That is true to some extent, but I also have to say that compared to others, my family is very, very liberal.
We were never asked to say, to keep quiet or be in a curfew just because we had opinions.
There have been instances when people have asked me to not say something because I'm a woman, but if somebody tells me not to do something because I'm a woman, then I make it a point to do it more.
एक सक्सेसफुल बॉलीवुड फिल्म की रेसिपी जाननी है? सिंपल है, एक दो आइटम सॉन्ग्स डाल दो, आइटम गर्ल को स्विम सूट से भी छोटे कपड़े पहना के ऐसे गानों पे नचाओ जिसके लिरिक्स सुन के सेक्सिज्म पे कैजुअली जोक करने वाले नेता भी शर्मा जाए, और साथ में एक लो एस्टीम्ड कम बोलने वाली हीरो की आम कैंडी जिसकी इंडिविजुअलिटी दूरबीन देकर ढूंढने पे भी नहीं मिलेगी. बस बन गई एक टिपिकल हिंदी मसाला.
Your opinion on male gaze and its usage in Bollywood and its contribution to the societal disbalance.
Bollywood movies tend to condone and even normalize a lot of toxic behaviors.
Consent is not even a concept.
When women are objectified in cinema, where their role is nothing but just to exist as a prop, it does not reflect very well on real life. They are not second-class citizens.
I think movies have tried to normalize it, and it's very, very problematic.
It's not the right culture at all. It's not the right impression at all that we are trying to create.
It's a two-way street when we say that movies are made on the incidents in society, but I think society also takes up a lot from what is happening in the movies as an inspiration.
This is an eternal challenge, and it is going to remain one.
Hashtag MeToo याद है? If not, let me remind you the context. Basically, some frustrated men blowing off some steam by showcasing authority over weaker women at workplaces. And it does not necessarily be sexual, still exists.
Have you ever felt any kind of discrimination at your workplace because you are a girl?
No.
Yes.
I have never felt discriminated at workplace.
On the basis of gender, I haven't really encountered.
Not to dismiss, the experiences of my male co-workers, but as a woman, I've definitely been held to unfairly higher standards.
One of my previous workplaces, it used to be like, okay, you are a girl, you will get married tomorrow and you will leave, so like, why should we pay attention to you or take you seriously?
I'm well aware of the undercurrent discrimination that happens in workplaces on the basis of gender. I am not going to deny that.
I have been quite lucky in that case. I've always been in an all-women team.
To just talk about my personal account, I have not been discriminated against.
क्यों भरे लड़के रेस्टोरेंट का बिल अकेले? तुम्हारा रिचार्ज लड़के ही क्यों कराए? अगर टायर पंचर हो गया है तो बेबी ऐसा आराम से एसी में क्यों बैठी है? एटलीस्ट टूल्स तो पास कर सकती है ना. ये तो कोई क्वालिटी नहीं भाई.
Men trying to financially or physically support women, is it chivalry or is it chauvinism?
It's a personal choice.
It's conditioning.
No, it's not chivalry.
It's a tricky one.
If we are okay with women supporting her family or the male, then why not the other way around?
If I advocate about equal opportunities for gender, I also at the same time advocate taking, responsibility irrespective of gender. Paying for my own food, paying for my own, whatever entertainment I do.
I would take it as chivalry, but in the long run, I would love to split equal ways.
Every woman should have the right to decide what kind and how much help she wants from any man in her life.
A woman or the perceiver or the receiver of such actions can understand what is the intention of the person in front of you.
With what heart he is doing that.
I think we are in the times wherein things like these should definitely be okay and should be supported equally.
You see this kind of statement at the back of cabs and autos. औरत पे ना violence करूँगा ना करने दूँगा. I mean, that's assuming authority. Women can take care of themselves. So no, it's it's problematic for me.
And now, some parting words.
A message that you would want to share with women this Women's Day.
Ooh, okay.
Don't let others' opinions stop you from doing what you want to do.
It is high time that we actually support each other together and create a safe space for women.
Take chances, take risks, and increase your risk appetite. It's all going to be fine.
In the words of John Lennon, I love you now and forever, and let's find ways to make the world a better place.
Being courageous is, an eternal challenge for women. I think we should always, continue to believe in ourselves and never give up on our abilities.
It will surround around feminism. Get yourself familiar with the concept. Why all those feminists who have fought for our rights, why did they that, and why even now we are not on an equal footing with men.
Well, it's a gift to be a woman, and we should celebrate ourselves each and every day, not just on Women's Day. But I think it's good to have a particular day to ourselves, and it's like an added advantage. So please go and have fun, celebrate yourself, and happy Women's Day to all of you.